Yeah, I saw your comment on that Facebook forum, and that was a post that was taken from our website. So
Oh wow, okay, yeah, nice.
yeah, so I thought, okay, Lake Superior area, that sounds like right up my alley. I'd be interested in hearing about that.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, since this happened here, Christ, I was in 10, 11 years old and all that, and as a kid. 19, let's see, I was born in 75, and I think I was about 10 or 11, so we're going to go with 80, 81, 82-ish.
Okay.
Yeah, we were having a family reunion. It was my mother's side of the family. Who knows where? Yeah, and we all met here locally here on the reservation. The res stretches about 18 miles from just about where I live, East Ashland, all the way up to the county line there.
Okay.
It was the Iron County, and there's two accesses. There's two public accesses to the Lake Superior, and one of them you got you got a great big ass high ass cliff and all that. That's called Madigan, and the one we were at, it's and stuff and all that. So the day went on, everybody was kind of setting up shop, got tents and shit, all this squared up and all that. And then the evening, yeah, as the sun started setting, yeah, everybody pretty much turned out had a big ass bonfire. You know what I mean? Like a big fucker. This was like fucking 12 feet long, a couple feet wide and all that. And equally, yep, all us guys, you know. So it was my Uncle Jim, his daughter, had a couple of Lynn and Wynette or something. They might have had a husband or so in there. And they had a couple of kids. And then my mother and ourselves, you know, me and my two sisters. My Uncle Patrick, his two kids. Yeah, it you know, I mean, my Aunt Lois, yeah, from Hutchinson, Minnesota, and her husband, and their 4 kids and shit, and yeah, there was a whole bunch there. So anyways, it was about 10 p.m., and we were all sitting around, and it was clearly dark then, but in the summer, it's like a nice casual dark and all that.
Yeah.
Everyone's sitting around the fire, just bullshitting around and having a good old time and stuff. So everybody had lunch or just set up around the fire. You know, and those kids are kind of, we might have a chair or two or whatever, we were just kind of clowning around. And then anyway, somebody says, "Holy shit, what is that?" And points over across the lake. And if you know my bearings here where we're at, we face Bayfield and Washburn, the two towns.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're at the little peninsula there of Lake Superior. Yeah, and directly across toward Bayfield. Yeah, holy shit, right up in the sky. Holy shit, everybody's looking at it, and I'll be goddamn, there's a UFO sitting out there. And it was about, I don't know, about 200 yards above the water. It was just hovering there. And as soon as we see it, oh my God, everybody freaked out. I mean, it was clear as day, definitely a UFO. Yeah, holy shit. Everybody started kind of panicking around and stuff. And it was just hovering there. And it's like, it was a classic bell shape, you know, that everybody talks about.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a little domed at the top, you know, and dished all the way around the sides.
Mm-hmm.
It did have the colored lights on it, except the lights didn't run around in the stream or anything around it. It seemed like it had light panels, and each panel was a different color. You know, like over here on the right it was red, and the next one was green, and the next one yellow.
Wow.
They were just softly lighting up. You know, it wasn't sharp or crisp or anything. No, they were just slowly just going into different colors. And then the one that was yellow would turn green, and the other one, the red one, would be yellow. Yep, blue, yep, do. And then we were like, holy shit, everybody freaked out. So, it's stupid as it sounds, like a Three Stooges movie. Somebody, one of my older cousins, who would be my mother's age, so it was my Uncle Jim's daughter, and she grabbed him, and she started grabbing him by the like behind him, like his left and shirt collars. Ah! She started screaming out.
Yeah.
He was trying to back up. Yeah, holy shit. And then her sister grabbed her. She kind of latched onto her shoulder. And then, I kid you not, this is what I was saying, it sounds like the Three Stooges. Each person, all the adults, they grabbed a person in front of them, and everyone was hiding behind them, using them like a bulletproof shield kind of scenario. And it was so deep, there were so many of us, I don't know, at least a good 20 with it. At the tail end, all us kids, we just kind of, I don't know, we were just hanging out in a big old group and all that. Struck so far, on the beach. Holy shit, it must have been 20 feet deep on the beach. And my poor old Uncle Jim was at the front of it. He was kind of squirming around. Hey, holy shit. He was like, whoa, knock it out. He was trying to get away and stuff. And his daughter was holding him like by his shoulder, like his scruffs or something. Remember that? Well, anyways, as soon as we seen it and did that UFO man out there that was just hovering, they acknowledged us. And all of a sudden it went, whoom, and then, oh my God, we could see it clear as day. 200 yards ain't far. And it shot a straight beam of light straight down from its ship down to the water surface. And I don't know, I was a little guy, but I'm thinking about 6 feet, maybe 6 feet diameter, kind of like a spotlight.
Wow.
Yep,
okay.
it just shone it on. It actually made that kind of noise, and all of us shut our shit. Holy shit, we're speechless. And everybody we all froze. In that spotlight, they hit the water, and then it started coming. Holy shit, dude! If you could draw a laser line and stuff from that shit to us, that's where here comes this fucking spotlight straight at us. Holy shit! And it was slowly moving. It was coming. And we were just like, oh my God, we're gonna die. We're gonna get, we're gonna. And it just kept coming. And that fucking spotlight came so directly at us. And meanwhile, the ship, it hadn't moved. And it still had those little kind of twinkling lights on it. Just ever so softly going around. Yeah, and then, and here comes this fucking beam. And it came, holy shit, it was so directly on us, man, it was unbelievable. We made this clown sing on the beach with my poor uncle in the front. And he was by the time we made this big long ass crazy looking comedy show, my uncle was on front, and he was only about 10 feet from the edge of the water. And that's where the beam was. I mean, it was, it's a 6-foot spotlight kind of directly at him. But the crazy shit is, it seemed like it was part of the water, and the beam didn't come up on land. It kind of seemed like it was just lapping up with the water. And it was such a beautiful night. It was just calm as all that. And the waves are just slowly rolling in. And the beam would come with it, and go back out, and the beam would reach out. And then next wave. Yeah, and it's like this beam didn't want to touch the sand, touch the beach, touch earth.
So it'd ride in and out with the waves?
Yeah, I swear. It is bright as it is, it's blinding. But it's like, yep, exactly, it came with the waves. And the waves would, just kind of hug in a foot or so, a foot and a half, and then smooth back in. And that's what the light was doing, So it took a couple of, 3, 4 of those waves. and the light was doing that, and we were speechless. You know, I mean, pretty much holding our breath. I kind of thought, you know, as a young guy, this is where we get liquefied,
Yeah.
lasered. Uh, I mean, you know, I mean, this is it. We're done, and all that, you know. And so after a couple, good 4 or 5 waves coming in, and the spotlight following those waves, they wouldn't touch the sand, they wouldn't touch the beach, and then all of a sudden, you know, whatever it went, and then it just went, boom, made a noise, and everybody stiffened up. Okay, this is exactly where we died. Oh, we're dead. We're done. And it cut off the spotlight, and the spotlight didn't retract. It didn't come follow it back, you know, through the waves and all that back to the ship. It just went at 100%, which shows it was shining on us on the beach, and then it just went pa-chung, and it was done. It was gone. It was kind of so blinding, you know. I mean, it was like, holy shit! It was a little dark again, real quick, and still, it was such a beautiful night and all that. And the skyline, we could still see this motherfucker, you know, and stuff. And then, holy shit! So then, I'm sure not only myself, but probably everybody else in there, we all got to deal. Maybe there's a slight chance we will live. I don't think they're gonna laser us or liquefy us or probe us, you know. I don't know. We're all kind of, I mean, maybe we exhaled. I don't know, because it was so tense. And then instead of the light retracting and going back in, like I said, it just cut out. Then the machine or the UFO in there, it started making noise. And then those lights, the same little pen light, they didn't have no, you know, they didn't circle around. They just start changing colors. You know, the green would turn yellow, and yellow was red, and I don't know. It seemed like they had like about a 4x8 panel all along the bottom in the classic this shape. Those things, the lights started accelerating while you could actually hear it humming, and the thing was making a do, and the lights started to move around. Not crazy, you know, you could still follow the lights and shit. And we were all like, holy shit. And then it started rising up, and then it rose up off the lake. Yep, and it must have went about half its distance. I don't know, about 300 yards, maybe high in height. And then it started to travel up, you know, and it started to travel over towards, I guess, would be Bayfield, you know, on north of the lake here, Lake Superior and all that, Washburn and all that. And it started to take off. So I had the lights on, and then it was like a needle dropped in me on the beach with my family. Oh my God, everybody, at the same time, everybody just finally broke like we were in a trance. Chaos. Everybody started screaming, and we all turned around, you know, did a 180, running up to the beach. Oh man, yeah, there was cousins, you know, husbands and wives, everybody just flying up to the beach and all that. You know, and everybody, it wasn't a very big, high little step. There was about a 1 foot good step, you know, where we were parking to the beach where we were camping, you know, and everybody was jumping up there. Engines started, man. Holy shit, people were hollering across. Hey, my mom's name is Linda. Hey, Liddy, I was gonna stay over at Pearl's. Can we go by your house, Lieutenant? Yep, we got, yeah. Holy shit, cars are revving up, man, lights running. Parents were screaming, and get your ass in here, all these kids. And then, yeah, that's what I was telling you. Once everybody broke, I was running towards the beach. It sounded like Niagara Falls. All I heard was millions of gallons of water. And I think I was the only one, and I looked back, and all the lights were gone. The UFO was gone, all the lights are gone, and this and that.